What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. Tomorrow's Monday, 12/6. You haven't lost a trade yet this week when the market opens. It's a fresh, clean start, and we got some plays that we like. First up, FedEx. So the reason why I like this flow, I'm going to show you. So first of all, you see how nifty this is that Whales does this? You got the dividend date near. Dividend dates kind of serve like mini earnings startups, right? Where you see people really trying to pile in before the date to get that dividend. So it becomes bullish in the run up to that. So we see here that it's got 50% flow, right? With 5,000 premium filter. So you might be thinking, okay, that's middle of the road. It is, but the market dumped on Friday. And look at this price, 2.35 on the day where the index was down like 0.5%, like 0.5%. What do they call them? Beeps, like 5 beeps. So I see that and I'm thinking, okay, it is good movement. And then I see this on the hourly, riding a trend up right into the price action trigger. So if this gets, if FedEx gets any green come Monday open, we're looking for a retest on the 5-minute, and then we're riding this thing up, and we're riding it up. First target level, 244. Next target level, 245. And this right here, we can make it to 247. Then we can skip this little price action because it's not much resistance. It's flat. Up to 250. So we're looking to take a trade up to 250. It's a few points, which is great in the choppy market. I'm not hitting like super big home runs in this market. I'm just kind of trying to, take my base hits, make some money, and say, hey, I had a profitable week in a choppy or shitty market. Next up, Nvidia. Everyone loves Nvidia. Look at here into the close. This is the bullish action I like. I sold call at the end of the day, but buy call, buy call, buy call, buy call, buy call. I love this like put sell block in here. I love the fact that this call buy has volume greater than open interest. I don't like this one, but I like that these two have volume greater than open interest. So I'm going to look at the chart. It's bullish action. And on the expiration, that bullish action's on 1210. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the chart here. See why I like it. Why I like it. The reason why this is a two-way play. Calls or puts are in play. It's at 305. It's almost halfway between these 2 points. If you get a tiny bit of bump up, just a tiny bit, right? 1% a little bit less actually. Then you're looking at a price action run like up to there. So you can get from 308, clean ride to 315. That's a good amount of money, right? That's like a few points. If you go down here, 301.4, you got no price action really beneath it. You've got like this comparable price action right there, but that's not even a support. You got like this price action right here. So I like it more for calls than puts, but you can play it either way. Next up, Microsoft, which is, I should have gotten in here earlier, honestly. 56.7% flow, so you might be thinking, oh my God, this isn't that attractive. But keep in mind, tech dumped, and Microsoft looked really, really good for a move on the chart. I'm going to pull it up really quick. And of course, what we love, it's another two-way play. It's only a few points down to basically 318 from 322. It's like a little bit more than a percent. But we're right here on the way up at the price action trigger. So if we get any green, same sort of thing as we saw with, I don't even know what that stock was. Same sort of thing that we saw with FedEx. It only takes a little push to get it over the trigger. And then we got some really favorable price action because there's no clutter in here. So do you see what I mean? You can kind of like run free. Sorry, I'm starting to get the froggy voice. I'm like super sick. I did the spaces tonight, like, yelling and stuff. And I'm just, I don't sound good. Sorry. All right, so next is Ruger. 1000 premium set. Let's look at the chart. 55% bullish. I'll take it in this market. Let's see how the close was. They sold a lot of calls, so I'm careful there. They sold a lot of calls, because I'm careful here. You always want to be looking for like what people are doing into the close. So this actually isn't that great. Let's see what kind of play we got. Two-way play. Play it up or down, but look how the up is. 9.84, but it had 50% bullish volume. So that tells me that it's trying to outperform. So I'm going to let the chart decide on this one rather than the flow, right? Like I'm gonna let the chart see that it had 50% price action on this kind of day. So I'm gonna say, okay, if I like the chart and that flow is fairly convincing, I'm gonna let the chart price action really determine it for me. I mean, you do every time, but particularly with this one, if it doesn't pass here like the first go round, I'm probably just ignoring this trade for the rest of the week. All right, so next up I got, let's see. No, that's FedEx again. This Ruger, FedEx, SoFi. So I really like SoFi. This is my new BlackBerry. I fucking diamond-handed BlackBerry to the abyss. 75% bullish volume, hit a key level down by 15. And that 75% bullish volume comes on a day where it's just like beating the shit. Right? So logic tells me that it kind of is going to hold that 15 level strong. Look how close it is to the trigger. And it's got 75% bullish flow when it had this kind of shit day. People are going to buy SoFi. I'm like fairly confident in that. I think I'm going to go long actually too with some shares and some leaps. I know shares are a filthy word, but that's what I'm looking to do. And then I want to look at the AMD really quick. I didn't have it up here, so I'm going to pull it really quick. I think I put FedEx instead. All right, so AMD. Let's set our filters. So we're going to want AMD somewhere up near like 20,000. Because remember, we're trying to see the last like half hour to hour of the day. So look at how expensive the premiums are. Okay, so let's see. 50,000. All right, that gives us like the last 45 minutes. Okay, cool. So you see this bearish. We see some call buys, though, into the end of the day. We see a $210,000 call buy, which is intriguing. But we see a $728K put buy. So what are we going to do? Just play it both ways. A couple percent away from hitting this trigger right here. But it also looks like it's flagging here. So, again, down 4.43%. So you could say to yourself, well, of course that flow was red because the stock was down, right? And it just didn't have that same momentum that was divergent from the price action like Ruger and those guys did. But I like this flag here. But if it fails, again, it's another trend I'm not going to pay attention to. So those are the main ones I'm watching. I'm watching Twitter because look, it's like super close to the trigger, right? And then I'm going to move this a little bit. And then it's also got an event on Tuesday. SpotRambo.com is a site we made, and on Tuesday. The new CEO is going to be speaking somewhere, and there's a bunch of whale bets around it. Someone put a 32% outside the money play, or outside the money 1231 down. So I'm assuming that if they're not going to say something now at this, they're going to say something soon. So that's what I'm looking at later.